Happy New Year, everyone! Welcome back to Tech Talk with Aegis, where we have conversations with industry leaders and experts on cloud technology topics. So, brand new year, brand new start to another renewed season of Tech Talk. Our first honored guest for this season is Mr. Andrew Lim, the Channel Sales Director of Crayon Malaysia. Our topic for today will be how collaborative partnerships with Crayon Malaysia facilitates cloud service providers' success. So, Andrew, thank you for joining us in our Tech Talk session today.
Thank you very much for inviting me to be part of this Tech Talk.
No problem. So let's dive into our very first question. Okay, our first question is, can you introduce to us what does Crayon Malaysia do?
Okay, Crayon help our customers to build a commercial and technical foundations for a successful and secure cloud-first and digital transformation journey. And we also have a team of accredited experts. We assist our client or customers with services to plan, to right size, to optimize, to manage, and to innovate their IT assets throughout their entire life cycle. And of course, as such, we help businesses to make data-driven and cost-saving decisions while navigating in the digital transformation journey.
Okay. Yeah. So, as you mentioned earlier, all the business models, right? Mm-hmm. Does it apply to only end users or only cloud service providers, or even both?
Yeah. So that's a very good question. So in very short answers, it addresses both. That's really depending on the sizes of the company. So the larger the company is, the more suitable the model will be as well. It doesn't mean that it's not suitable for the small one, but depending on the requirement.
I see. Okay. Now, as you were talking about software asset management, so what sets Crayon Malaysia apart?
I see. We are very proud of that because two of our companies, Angle Point is our sister company, and Crayon ourselves has named as the market leader in the Gartner Magic Quadrant for 3 consecutive years.
Wow. What an achievement it is.
So it's very important. We are leveraging on this to actually ensure that we are doing a good job to ensure that customers are doing very so-called correctly in the sense of their IT spending and take care of their IT assets.
Yeah. And now, what current trends do you observe in software asset management, especially in the Malaysia market?
Yes. In Malaysia, it's a very special market because we tend to actually react in a slow manner. But nonetheless, as we can see that the booming of the cloud adoptions, the licensing adoptions also change. So you will see a lot of requirement coming in the sense of subscription model. This is one, and they will want us to actually assist them on a cloud as well. So it means to say that we don't only focusing on-prem. Now there's actually a trend going on to the cloud. Right? So this is two factors, and of course security, especially cyber security, has been a very important element when we are assisting our customers. It's most of the time, cybersecurity is one of the key topics we talk about as well, and there will be a services especially catered for that. Right? So alongside with that, remote work, as you know that after the pandemic, things change. Lots of people opt to actually work from home. The company is trying to be right to adopt the change. They come up with a hybrid move. Right? So in that sense, we also need to cater for that as well. Right? So some of the time, that if a company are offering an employee to work from home, they need to actually be mindful of the software that they use is actually legit per se. So now for us, we see a lot of this coming in, and we need to ensure that we're able to capture that for the company so that they know this people is using the software at home as well.
Okay, so all the questions earlier was about software asset management. Now the next question will be, what is your role in Crayon Malaysia?
My role in Crayon Malaysia is I am actually the channel sales director. My role is actually encompasses strategic leadership and management of our channel sales activities. For example, channel partners development, like Aegis is one of our key partners. Relationship management as well. This is where I always have to actually be part of your discussion in the sense of marketing or maybe business development. And of course, in this case, I need to ensure that the sales folks are enabled, right? So the sales enablement is one of the key things that we do for our partners as well. And of course, we are always be informed with the new technologies announcement from the vendor. This is very important that we also inform our key partners what is actually in the near future and so forth. Basically, these are some of the things that we do on a daily basis.
Now, as a channel manager at Crayon Malaysia, how do you identify and select channel partners?
It's a very difficult question, Ari. It's because, as you know, we are here for actually supporting our partners, right? So our door is always open for our partners. But nonetheless, there will be a few key things that we always do in order for us to select the strategic partner. So first of all, I think we need to actually work with the partners that align with our offering. So I'm not selling hardware, so I cannot have partners that just want to buy hardware from me. I don't have hardware to sell, right? So we need to be aligned. So this is one of the key so-called elements when we talk about selecting of new partners or partners. And on top of that, we need to actually, the partner should be in the market doing the same thing. For example, cloud, they must be also reputable. They should be at least registered with the authority per se.
SSM.
For example, right? So those are some of the key things that we do. We did not set a very stringent or maybe a difficult guideline for us to recruit partner, but we more or less working aligned with our solution offering.
Okay. And as of today, how many partners have Crayon managed to recruit?
In our portfolio, we do have roughly about 400 partners that we are working with. Some of them are slower, and some of them we would say, for example, like Aegis, they are very so-called important to us. So we are working with Aegis for many years, and we have created a lot of momentum. We have done lots of collaborations, and I see Aegis is a very important key partner that I have.
How does Crayon measure the success of its channel partnerships?
That's okay. The measurements of success for a channel partner, especially the partnership between Aegis and Crayon, I would say this is very depending on the specific goals that we set to be set forward, right? So, and then if you want to have a measurements around this, I would say is that the key thing is the very first one, both you and me might agree, which is the revenue generation, right? So if we have a partnership for a long term and we do not see growth, and I don't think you are keen to actually continue to work with me, this is one. And of course, in this case, is that customer acquisitions. I think we see a lot of fitment in that sense because I believe that my team has created some alignment with Aegis in order for us to actually go to the market together for customer acquisition. So this is another way that I think is important for us to see the growth. And then next to it is market expansion, right? So we know what Aegis is capable of. Of course, in this case, we are very happy to actually share with our customers what Aegis is capable of, and with that, I'm looking at market expansion. Right. So next to it, if you ask me again, I would say partner enablement. Right. If my partners is not enabled, there's no point that I become successful and they are not. Right. So they must be enabled in terms of technical, in terms of marketing, in terms of sales, for example. And of course, in this case, I'm looking at loyalties partners, and I think Aegis and Crayon, we do create that loyalty between us, and I think I would love to continue to actually drive retention of this partnership, right? And of course, last but not least, we are looking at feedback and communications. This is the basis of our success because if there is something that you think this is very important to let me know, and I would definitely do the same, and then we need to actually have that collaboration moving forward as well. This is right.
Very healthy business collaboration.
Right.
What are some common challenges faced in managing software assets for clients, and how does Crayon address these challenges?
Yeah, so many times, right? So when a lot of people listen and heard about software asset management, it would think it could be an audit. But
Sounds
nonetheless,
like it.
yeah. So, but nonetheless, at times where the end customers, when they are being, challenged on the correct license being consumed by the vendor, in this case, for example, Microsoft, then they will think that they have done something wrong and they need guidance. And this is where I think we will come in to support them to ensure that they will go through the correct motions together with the vendor. Right? So this is one of the key thing. Licensing compliance is very important. So I would suggest to the public, which we should not actually wait until that moment that we do this. We should have looking into licensing compliance on a regular basis. Another common challenge we always face in the sense of managing software assets is that optimizing software costs, because over time, right, user will tend to actually adopt more licenses into their portfolio without what they have used and without what they have turned on or maybe installed onto their laptop, or it will actually increase the cost. This is very important. We actually play an important role to help our client and partners to ensure that they are using the licenses correctly. Right? So this is where we will be able to help them in that case. So next to it is that software asset visibility. Many times, for example, we always see this in our engagement with the customers, is that sometimes if they actually decommission some laptops, they forget about removing the licenses in them. It is not visible to them. And this is something that could get themselves into trouble because they did not actually report the usage. Again, this is for under our services to our customers to ensure these licenses has been invested, they have the full visibility, right? So in the last one I talk about is that the security and compliance risks. Many times, for example, they bring in the laptops without the correct the updated software being installed that could jeopardize the security of the company. Again, we will actually list out or maybe iron out which of this endpoint or maybe the software in the environment is not comply to the compliance. So it's some of these things that we will do, challenges that we face, and help them. We will help come up with a solution to help them to overcome all these challenges.
And Aegis Cloud has been in partnership with Crayon Malaysia since I think year 2018. So it has been like 5 years now that we are in partnership. In your opinion, how much has Aegis Cloud grown in terms of being a Crayon's partner?
Wow, okay. Yes, we have been friends for many years, yeah. So having partnered with Aegis since 2018, I have observed remarkable growth. It's just 5 years, right? So Aegis has evolved from a modest disaster recovery player, and right now they are actually the pinnacles of the disaster recovery solutions landscape. So this is something I would say very important growth, right? That's something that I observed.
Yeah, and what plans does Crayon Malaysia have for Aegis Cloud in ensuring continued growth and success?
I can speak to our commitment to fostering the strong, enduring partnerships moving forward. In this case, I would say our plan is to ensure that we do have that joint business developments on a regular basis. We should have collaborative marketing campaigns. We should continue to do it. And of course, in this case, we should have technologies alignment, because over the 5 years, we can see lots of changes in the software landscape, in the technology landscape, and even your solutions offering also evolve, right? So this is very important to get that alignment. And last but not least, again, is all about how we're supposed to actually train our sales folks, because we will come and go and continue to actually adopt more new technologies and also
yeah. So moving forward in 2024, we will be having a lot of marketing collaborations together with Crayon.
I am looking forward for our collaborations. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's the end of our session today. If you want to reach out to Crayon to discuss about cloud technology collaborations, you may email to Andrew here. Do give us thumbs up for this video. Follow us on Aegis Cloud's Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube for other interesting conversations. Thank you.